Hi all, my name is Gaurav and in this video we'll talk about git merge command, and in subsequent videos we'll talk about git rebase and git squash command as well. So let's start with git merge. So this page I am referring, this is a blog written by me and I'll share that this too in the video description. So let's say we have a repository. In that repository we have a branch named as main, which is a, let's say, production branch. And here we have a, let's say, one commit m1, then m2, and after that a developer came and he wants to develop some new feature. So he'll create a new feature branch from the m2, and now developer created a feature branch and developer made a change f1 in the feature branch. But meanwhile this main branch is also evolving and someone made a commit, let's say m3, in the main branch. After f1 m3 came into picture, but developer in feature branch keeps developing and he created one more feature f2. Now this feature branch development is complete. Now developer will merge this feature branch changes into the main branch. So when developer use the merge command, how does it look like? It looks like this. This is a main branch. F1, F2 are the changes which came into the main branch from the feature branch, and the commit history will look like in the chronological order. Means it will appear in the same way it happened. So for example, first M1 came into picture, then M2, then F1. So that is how it is coming, like M1, M2, F1. Then after F1, M3 came into picture, then F2. So after F1, M3 came into picture, then F2. And when we use the merge command to merge two branches, an additional commit, let's say merge commit, created in the commit history. So confusing? So let's see it via practical. Okay. So for demo purpose, I created a branch. I created a repository basically. Repository name is merge, and it has main branch, which I just readme file. Now let's try to create this structure, which this one. Okay. So in main branch, I'll create m1, m2 first. So let's do that. Let me copy URL of this repository first. I'll go here. I'll say git clone and repository URL, and where I am cloning is, I am cloning on this path. Okay. Okay. I got this repository on my local, which has just readme file. I'll go into this repository cd merge. Now what I'll do, I'll create one commit, say m1, by adding a file m1.txt. Say git add m1.txt, git commit -m, and message, let's say I'm giving m1. Okay, so we got one file m1.txt. If we see git log, so we will see all the commits. So we have this m1. Okay. Create one more commit in main branch, let's say by adding m2.txt file. We'll say git add m2.txt. We'll say git commit -m, and any message I'll say m2. Okay, we got two files m1, m2. Let's say git commit history, so we can see now m1 and m2 are there. Okay, so let's push those commits to the main branch, I mean GitHub repository, remote repository. When I say remote repository meaning this. Currently, we do not see M1, M2 because I just committed those into the local repository. To commit into the remote repository, which is this repository, I need to add the command git push. It will ask me username and password. I have username and password. I'll copy that. I copied username. Okay, I'll copy password. So changes successfully committed to the remote repository. Let's see if we have, okay, we got M1, M2. Now what is the next step? From M2 we'll create a feature branch. Okay, so let's do that. I'll say git checkout -b feature. It will create a new feature branch from the main branch. So it is saying switch to a new branch feature. Now I'll push that branch to the remote repository. And how can I do that? There is a command git push -set git push -set -up stream origin feature. Again it will ask me username password. I'll add username. I will add password. Okay. So successfully new branch created. Let's see if it really gets created. Yes. So feature branch gets created, and in feature branch we have these two, M1 and M2 changes from main branch. Now we are on the feature branch. Let's say again git log -one line. We see M1, M2. Now what the next thing we need to do? We need to create this change in the feature branch. So let's do that. So this is my local folder. I'll say F1. I am adding one more file in the feature branch f1.txt. It gets added. I'll say git add f1.txt git commit -m and message, let's say f1. Okay. Now I'll push it to the remote repository by using git push. It will again ask me username password. I am providing username and password. And this f1.txt in the feature branch pushed to remote repository successfully. Let's see. This is my merge repository. Inside I am feature branch and I can see F1. Now what is the next? I'll again switch to main branch and I'll add a commit M3. Okay. So this is my local folder. I'll switch to main branch by using command git checkout main. I'm on the main branch where I have M1 and M2. I'll say m3.txt. I'll add m3.txt gets added. I'll say git add m3.txt. I'll commit it, git commit -m and message, let's say I am saying M3. Now I'll push it to remote repository by using git push command, and again it will ask me username and password. I'll enter username, I will enter password, okay. So let's see if we got M3 over here in the remote repository. So I'll go to main branch and I have M3 here. What is next? I need to again go to the feature branch and I'll make one more commit F2. So let's do that. This is my local folder. Currently I'm in the main branch. You can see I'll again say git checkout feature. I switch to feature branch. You can see here as well. Now I'll add one more file f2.txt. I'll say git add f2.txt git commit -m and commit messages f2. I'll say git push to push this f2.txt to the remote repository. It will again ask me username password. I'll enter username, I'll enter password and in feature branch I got this f2.txt. So we created this scenario. Now we will merge that and we will merge feature branch changes into the main branch and we'll see how the commit history of main does look like. Okay. So currently feature branch history does look like this: M1, M2, F1, F2. Okay. Same we can see here as well in feature branch. Sorry, my bad. M1, sorry, feature branch I'll go. In feature branch I have M1, M2, F1, F2, and same we can see here as well, M1, M2, F1, F2. If I check out to the main branch, check out main, I will see, then again I'll see the history. So in main branch history is M1, M2, M3. Let's see. We have M1, M2, M3. Now let's merge the changes of feature branch into the main branch. So we are merging the changes into the main branch, which means main is receiving the changes. So you need to make sure when you are merging the branches, you should be on the receiving branch. In my case, receiving branch is main branch. So that is why I am on the main branch, and to switch any branch we use this command git checkout. I need to switch to main, so I said git checkout main. I am on the main branch. Now I am simply say git merge. Which branch I need to merge? Feature branch. I'll say feature. Okay. Now it is asking me to enter commit message. Please enter a commit message. Okay. So what I'll do, on keyboard I'll press I, which will make this editable, and let's say I'll say merge commit, and I'll, after entering the message, I'll say escape on the keyboard and I'll say colon. You can see on the bottom of the screen colon W Q and enter. Okay. So this merge happened. Now we need to push this merge to the remote repository, which is this, my merge GitHub repository. So again I will say git push. It will ask me username and password. I will enter username and then password. It successfully done. Let's see. You can see on main we have M1, then M2, then F1, then M3, then F2. Okay, similar way like this. M1, M2, then F1, then M3, then F2, and then additional merge commit as well. So this is our additional merge commit, and these are the changes of the feature branch F1 and F2, and they are coming in the sequence as they happened. Okay, first M1, then M2, then F1, then M3, then F2. We can see over here, we are on the main branch. If we'll say git log hyphen online, we can see M1, M2, then F1, then M3, then F2, then there is a additional commit, merge commit. So that is how merge works. Okay, I hope this was clear. Thank you. In next video we will see the rebase.